welcome to episode 0 of 2115. This is our new cyberpunk dystopia Shadowrun style series. It's quite similar to Plummet in that it is high injury, story built, that kind of style, but instead of being an adaptation, it's going to be stuff that we wrote ourselves and it's going to be weird and bizarre and back to the original series of weirdness before we go back to Plummet later in the year. So, a cast you will be somewhat familiar with because some of them have carried over from Plummet, others are new to you that you will meet tonight. So, starting at the top with John, tell us who you are, what series you've been in before, and who your character is tonight, and go from there.
Okay, well, I'm John. I have been in the original Penance RPG, I've been in Plummet, and I don't know, I've just been in those two, from what I can remember. And now I'm in this bright, shiny, chrome-plated cyberpunk opus.
Not sure how you forgot to put you in that one I did you play.
Oh yeah, okay. What was that called again? Call of Penance, that's it. Yes, I was in that too. In this one, I'm playing a robot android called Goldie, because it has bright golden yellow eyes, like big lighty up eyes, and I don't know what to say about him actually yet, because I haven't really thought much about his character other than he's got big bright yellow eyes. That's as far as I've got.
That's fine, that's all we need for a starting character.
He's got a SMG, which he's quite handy with, apparently. Well, I've decided he is. And he's also got little filaments that he fires out from the tips of his fingers at supersonic speeds that are like really sharp and they can cut things into pieces. Which would be quite handy, I think.
Yeah.
But that's about all I've got for him so far.
Alright. Next we have Rowan.
Hello, I was in the original Penance series, slamming in the last 2 seasons, and then in Plummet as well, in which I appeared for the last few episodes, and I'm actually here at the start of the season, which is weird. I am playing a lab rat named Index, because I tried to think of a pun for Pinky in the Brain, and this is the best I could come up with. I'll leave the rest secret for now.
Cool. Next we have Dragon.
Hello. I have been in most of our series other than Curse, because I was the person desperately trying to not type things in Discord chat while they were playing. My character for this is Iroaz. They are a half-elf aqua gelf, and they very much take after both of their heritages. And they have a blue-greyish dorsal fin running from their forehead right down to the bottom of their back.
Interesting. Anything else you wish to tell us right now?
They're pretty good with first aid and science in general.
Well, it's good to have at least one of them here.
However, they don't have any melee weapon skills particularly. They're very much a ranged type. Try to take the enemy out before you have to get right next to them. Apart from the bone saw. Because it's me.
Okay. Next we have Amy.
Hello, I'm Amy. I was on Curse and I also was in Plummet. My character for this one is Lottie. She is a half-human, fearless gelf. As far as I know right now, she's a bit of a brawler. She pretty much looks like a tiefling, except she's a bit a tiefling. Oh, my brain today.
Tabaxi.
I don't know why I said tiefling. She's got big ears, but she always wears a hood. She has human hair coming down from her forehead. And she's ginger and white, and her hair is also white. As far as that, I haven't had much time this week to dive into her yet, so come along for the ride.
Fair enough. Next we have Susie.
Hi, I'm Susie Q. You might know me from Abyss, where I played 13 the Goblin. This time I'm playing Dr. Francis Stein, the halfling technomancer, with a wide range of interests, but one very specific goal, and that's to live forever.
Fair enough. Next we have New Blood and Tom.
Hello. Haven't been in any other series on account of, being new. I've got a little robot dude. He's pretty fun. It's called Tam Tam, and he does nothing except play music. Basically just a radio on hoverjets. I think there is a backstory. I can't quite remember it. I wrote it down somewhere. We'll find out.
Yep, that's fine. And finally, Bellary.
Hello, it's me, Bellary. I'm pretty sure I've been in just about everything except from Abyss, I think. There's been a lot of stuff. And I am playing Tex, I guess Gelf, but I guess half robot, half fish, because he is a guppy in a fishbowl on top of a robot body. He has a revolver and a bowie knife. I gave him names. One sec, what are they called? The revolver is called Mantis, is in Mantis Shrimp, which I'm quite proud of because they have little guns. And the bowie knife is called Great White. He also has taser hands, and that's just called the electric eel package. He has what I've got referred to as dot matrix face projection, on the front of the fishbowl, so it puts rudimentary faces up when he's talking and shit. And there's a model castle in the goldfish bowl.
What does Tex sound like, Bellary?
Well, howdy, I'm Tex mostly because that's what I call myself. I don't know, vaguely cowboyish. It'll be like a speaker though, he's not got a voice, he's a fish, so he'll come out with a speaker somewhere. But the idea is essentially, he doesn't have much of an identity because he's a guppy that's been put in a robot body, so he's sort of based it all off a couple of cowboy films he saw once. So he's quite loosely defined in terms of his actual personality, if that makes sense. Essentially, what I was imagining was, have we all played Time Splitters?
No.
Vaguely, yes. Nope.
So imagine Robofish from Time Splitters with a poncho and a cowboy hat that doesn't quite cover the hole in the top of the fishbowl, so occasionally it splashes everywhere.
Right, okay.
Is this like in Megamind, with his minion?
I have not seen Megamind, so let's say yes.
Cool.
The robot body is kind of shit. If that makes, it's very, scrawny and cobbled together. And, there's a poncho over it that covers it, and, the cowboy hat. But yeah, I just like the idea of playing a guppy who is a cowboy. Especially when I saw that one could have a revolver.
I see. Right, well, this is the cast. The concept, basically, will be kind of similar to Plummet. They will run through adventures which will probably end with some, if not most of them, being maimed, killed, destroyed, decapitated, the usual stuff you'd expect from Plummet, but with a slightly more scientific sci-fi style take to it. This series will hopefully start next week, so please join us for it, and hopefully you'll enjoy.
In the meantime, the background and creation of this setting that Nikolai wrote originally a decade ago for this game will be up on the website as soon as this goes live. So you'll be able to imagine the setting that we're in a bit more fully.
So, very basic premise for those who are interested, just to give you a very glance over, is that you have just been released from a underground containment facility, effectively, where all the world now lives. Everyone who reaches a certain age gets shoved out to make their wealth in the world above, and the science has determined that they have 5 years to make their wealth, in which time they can try and buy their way back in through intelligence or money or renown. So if they manage to get this within the 5-year period, they can get back home and safely live the rest of their lives in comfort of being away from the horrific world that is outside. Will they survive 5 years? We'll find out.
Everyone above a certain age and this one guppy in a robot body. Don't discount them.
Fair enough.
We look forward to seeing you there.
I mean, not seeing you or really hearing you because yeah, but we look
Joining
forward
us.
to you listening to us.
So, is everyone to say goodbye?
Goodbye!
Oh, we don't. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I thought waiting on a prompt. Sorry, goodbye.
When have you ever waited on a prompt in your life?
Occasionally. I can't think of a particular instance right now, but I'm sure it's occurred.
Okay. Well, on that note, good night everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Bye again.